Hey everyone, Mike from Dungeon Realm here. Today I'm going to build a modular wall for my D&D table. This is actually part 1 of a graveyard I'd like to build from the Halloween adventure I wrote called the Hellrider of Hallowdale. It's a fun little one-shot you can pick up for free at dungeonrealm.shop. Let's get started. This is actually only my second build after this little well that I made the night that I unboxed my Proxon. A little bit of paint, some accent bricks, a small overbrush, and no wash. I need to figure out washes. First step was going to be bust out the Proxon, and I milled up some bricks. They're 2.5 centimeters by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. I asked another guy on YouTube, the Craft Cave, about his brick size from one of his videos, and he gave me these dimensions. Shout out Craft Cave. The base is going to be made out of hardboard. I messed up quite a bit on the first 4 that I cut for the shorter length of wall. Absolutely destroyed them. I had to do some cleanup. Had to bevel the sides and hot glue them all back together. It went much better the second time around for the longer sides. Now it's time to glue everything down. We went 3 bricks high. I needed to alternate in between to make it look like a natural wall build. Some of the bricks I had to cut by hand just because of the way the dimensions worked out. They weren't exactly lining up the way I wanted them to. Some of them milled slightly smaller or slightly larger, so I was able to put down a few in key spots that actually made it look well textured. Almost like the bricks had slightly moved, or they weren't exactly perfect for the build itself, which actually made it look better. In my opinion. For the base coat, I'm going to do this dark gray mixed with some Mod Podge. I've heard it referred to as the Black Magic base coat. The Mod Podge, I guess, seals up the styrofoam, or XPS Foam. Sorry, like I said, I'm new at this. Actually, jumping off that, if you have any tips for me, brushes, techniques, things that I could do better, please let me know. Next up, I want to do some accent bricks. I do yellow on 3 or 4 bricks per wall here. Just wanted to get some kind of breakup in the coloration on the wall itself. Once those are done, I do a gray overbrush. I think that's the term that this is supposed to be. Gray overbrush. I actually just dabbed a bunch of gray onto the yellow bricks and spread it out to the rest of them. I do kind of like the way it looks at the end. Next up, I looked up how to make a homemade wash. You grab some dish soap, a little dollop of dish soap, a little dab of black paint, and some water. Mix it all up. At first I really didn't know what to do with this. I was going very, very thin. About on the 3rd or 4th wall, I figured out that you just gotta go heavy. So I started dumping it all on there. I actually had to make up a second batch of the wash because I was using so much of it, but that really kind of brought everything together. After the wash dried, I put Mod Podge all across the bases and some parts of the lips or some holes. We're going to throw some flocking on there and make it look kind of like overgrown moss. When I put on the flocking, I used this plastic cutting board because I knew I'd be able to clean it up easy. And this is the final result. I like it. I had a lot of fun figuring all this stuff out, and I can't wait to build more. Next video, I'm going to do the headstones in the mausoleum for my graveyard. Any and all tips are appreciated. And if you want to check out my free adventure on dungeonrealm.shop, head over and give it a download. See you guys next time.